Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel or welcome to the channel. So today we are going to see validation rule for valid IP address. So without any delay, let's get started. I'll just open my Salesforce org. It's already logged in. This is my developer org, and if you want to create your developer org, you can check my video where you can find step-by-step tutorial to create your developer org. So basically in valid IP address, we will create one field, and that field name will be IP address, or you can give any name to that field, and it should have the correct format of 3-digit numbers which will be separated by dots, we can say. So basically the IP address must be in form of the IP address. If you are not aware of the IP address, I'll just show you. You can see the IP address header classes example. Basically there are total 5 classes A, B, C, D and E, and the different range is present 1 to 126, 128 to 1. So basically this is the example of the IP address. This is the example of this IP address, and similarly these are the examples. We are in our org, we are already in our setup. We'll go to any object and try to create one field for IP address there. For now I'm going to account object and I'll go to fields and relationships. There I'll click on new, and after I click on new, there I'll create an IP address field which will be of text type. Then next I'll give the field label as IP address. Then length I'll give it as 255, and that's all. Click on next. Then it should be visible for all the profiles. Next, and it should be visible for all the page layouts of the account, and I'll click on save. If we'll search here IP address, so we will see our newly created field IP address. So we can go to validation rules in the account itself and click on this new button and create a new validation rule. Name of the rule, which I'll give as valid IP address, and description I'm not giving since it's not a mandatory field. Then we are going to create our formula, but before we create our formula, I'll show you how you can have a regex. So those who don't know what a regex is, basically it's a regular expression, and it is a way to check if a number is valid or not. And in our scenario, we are checking that if like whatever number we are entering, it's between a certain range or not, or if it is separated by a dot, if it is separated by a period or not. So all those things we can check using regex. In this site I have found this example checking user input. So this regex we are going to use in our validation rule. I'll give the link to the site in the description of my video, of this particular video, so you can check that out from here. And first of all, what we need to do, we will insert a function which will be a not function, which will check if it is not in the regular expression range or not. So the validation rule should throw an error if it's not in the regular expression form. So from here we will have to find not and insert selected function. So within the selected function we have to write regex. It will be present in the function itself, this function, and insert. So inside not, we will be inserting our regex, and it will accept 2 parameters. One is text and one is this regex text. So in the text we will have to write the field for the field we are checking. So I'll insert the field. In the field I'll search for the account IP address field. This is the IP address field, and I'll insert it. And the next thing is we will have to write our regular expression, the regex text, which we can take from this website. So I'm gonna write it here. So basically I have copied the regular expression from this website. You can also do the same. I'll just explain this regular expression to you real quick. So let's get started. First off, this exponential sign, it ensures that the value must match from the very beginning of the string. So whatever value we will enter in this field, it should match from the very beginning of the string, and then this expression, it will check for each octet. Here octet means the 4 numbers which we will enter after our dots, those are octets. So which is composed of 2 or 3 digits and an optional leading 0. So it will be composed of 2 or 3 digits, which will be like the digits can be 2 or the digits can be 3, or like leading can be 0. And the each octet, it will be separated by a period. Okay, so basically this expression checks for a total of 4 octets, and the expression ends with $sign. It ends with a $sign, which ensures that the value must match the expression until the very end of the string. It ensures the beginning, it ensures the end. The expression also checks to ensure that each octet is in number between 0 to 255. So this regular expression ensures that each number is between 0 to 255. So if we summarize this regular expression is a way to check if a number is valid. It checks to make sure that the number is made up of 4 parts with a dot in between each part. Each part has to be a number between 0 to 255. If the number doesn't have 4 parts, or any of the parts are not between 0 and 255, then the number is not valid. So now I will write my error message that invalid IP address. Okay, and that's all. So I'll click on save, and what I remember is we have already included this field in our page layout. The IP address field, we have already included this in our page layout. So if we'll go back, and I'll go to this app launcher, and I'll go to my application, which is sales application. Okay, so we are on our home page of the sales application. I'll go to accounts. In the account, I am going to this Burlington Textiles Corp of America, and in the details we can see if we have our field or not. So I'll press Control F. In Control F, I will search IP address. So yes, we have our field, and if we write any invalid number, which is 500, 700, sorry, dot, we need to use dot operator, 700, 800, 700. So if I'll try to save it now, it should throw an error that it is not a valid IP address. So we will have to enter a valid IP address, which is between 0 to 255. So I will enter 9, 70, 60, 50. So if I'll click on save, so it should save. So that's all. This is all we had in this video, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Till then, thank you and bye bye.